Here's a set of BMW M4 turbos that I did an upgrade on. In this video, I'm going to show you the whole process of what's involved for me to be able to do this upgrade. I also put inlets inside of the compressor housings to get rid of the factory intakes because they're extremely restrictive. The target we're trying to get here is 800 horsepower out of these two turbos. So I made two custom sleeves out of some pipe that I had, and then I had to machine the compressor housings to fit that pipe in it and then do a press fit. Once I have the compressor housing sleeved, I have to throw it back on the machine and resurface the outside of the inlets so that I can grab it on the machine accurately. This is a really time-consuming process to do, especially if you overbore it, then you can't go back and fix it unless you make a new pipe. So the tolerances are really critical on this. I machined out the housing about 0.2 millimeter larger than smaller than the pipe, so it's a press fit. This is a 4-step machining process, so you have to machine the pipe, the compressor housing, then machine the compressor housing and pipe, and then you have to flip it back over on the machine and CNC out the back side of the cover, and that's the easiest part. So everything else was just a lot of manual hard labor, which I could have probably wrote CNC programs for a lot of the other stuff, but I just wrote the CNC program for the wheel and the radius. I felt more comfortable machining the front of the cover manually because this compressor housing was originally machined with an end mill, so the offsets weren't exactly right, and it was not symmetrical to the back side of it. But if I thought about it, I would have machined the front first and then measured that, and then I could have got my offsets, and then I could have CNC machined it. But of course I didn't think about that as I'm finishing up the video and everything's already done anyway. The compressor wheels that we use is a 20G compressor wheel that's 52.6 or 52.56 by 68 millimeter, which this one may still taper to 71, but I didn't check it. But anyway, so this is the final product after I machined the inlets that I pressed in, and then I also put a lip on them to keep the intake boots on there, and I polished them up real nice. And you really can't hardly see the difference between where the casting and the pipe is, besides that the pipe has a little deeper reflection than the casting, but you can just see that the quality of the work is really good on this. Most likely the biggest difference in this turbo upgrade is going to be that we sleeved the inlets and got rid of the factory intakes because they're extremely restrictive. So I'm hoping to see good results out of this. If you want to watch more videos like this, you can always subscribe to my channel.